Welcome students for the fourth lecture on amines. I am Hatkar Gorakh from Ferguson College. In the last three lectures, we have studied that amines are the basic nitrogenous organic compounds considered as derivatives of ammonia, in which one, two, or all three hydrogen atoms from ammonia are replaced by alkyl groups or aryl groups. It is classified into primary amines, secondary amines, and tertiary amines. After that, we have also studied nomenclature system, in which there are two types of naming system we have studied. One is common name system, in which amines are named as alkyl amines, and the terms like normal, iso, neo, tertiary words are used in common name system depending upon the arrangement of carbon atoms. And IUPAC system, in which some rules are followed. First of all, you have to consider amines are the derivatives of alkane, in which ending E is replaced by the word amine. After this nomenclature system, we have studied four preparation methods. First preparation method is ammonolysis, gives us a mixture of primary amine, secondary amine, and tertiary amine, and the final product is quaternary ammonium salt. Then after this first preparation method, we have seen remaining methods which can be used for the preparation of primary amines only. That is reduction of nitro compounds, nitriles, and amides. Then third compound is Gabriel thialamide synthesis method, which involves 3 steps. And the last one is the bromamide degradation method, which gives us primary amine. After all these 4 preparation methods, we have seen physical properties of amines, in which we have studied intermolecular forces, solubility, and boiling point. Up till this we have finished. Now today we amines. Total 11 reactions were there. Amine shows 11 reactions, but due to this COVID-19 situation, some syllabus is reduced, 20% almost syllabus is reduced by the board, and therefore 2 reactions are reduced. So only 9 reactions are left, which we try to finish. So total 9 reactions are there. Amine shows total 9 reactions, which I have already given on the board. So see, there are total 9 reactions of amines. First of all, we start with basicity of amines. I have already told you in the definition that amines are basic compound, basic in nature compound. Because red litmus paper turns blue in the solution of amines, it means that nature of amine is basic. So how amines are basic in nature, that we are going to prove in the first reaction of amines, that is basicity of amines, basic nature of amines. This question is asked in the examination for 2 marks, important question. After this basicity of amines, we are going to start with Hoffman's exhaustive alkylation reaction. This reaction gives secondary amines, tertiary amines, and quaternary ammonium salt. 3 steps reaction, 2 marks question, but it gives secondary amine, tertiary amine, and quaternary ammonium salt. This is continuous reaction, and it is continued till all hydrogen atoms from amines are replaced by alkyl group to form a mixture of secondary amine, tertiary amine, and finally quaternary ammonium salt. So this is Hoffman's exhaustive alkylation reaction. Because hydrogen is replaced by alkyl group, therefore it is alkylation reaction. After this alkylation reaction, we start with Hoffman's beta elimination reaction. This is only the particular special reaction of amines. Actually, it is the reaction of quaternary ammonium salt. This is only one reaction out of 9 reactions. This one reaction is from the quaternary ammonium salt, which gives us alkene. So this particular reaction gives us alkene, and it is carried out with quaternary ammonium salt, that is tetra-alkyl ammonium halide. After this beta elimination reaction, we are going to study acylation of amines. This is also a big important question, by using which we can distinguish between primary amines, secondary amine, and tertiary amines. Acylation is the reaction in which one or more hydrogen atoms from amines are replaced by acyl group, C double bond O CH3 group, that is acyl group. So substitution of acyl group to amines in place of hydrogen atom is acylation of amines. This reaction is used to distinguish between primary amine, secondary amine, and tertiary amine. As there are hydrogen atoms in primary amine and secondary amine, only primary and secondary amine shows this reaction. Tertiary amine does not show acylation of amines reaction. Fifth reaction is important test, carbyl amine test, which is a special test of primary amine only. Only primary amine shows carbyl amine test due to the bad, intolerable, offensive smell of isocyanide. This is the important test to identify presence of primary amine only. Next reaction is action of nitrous acid. Actually, this reaction was in the previous syllabus, it was asked to distinguish between primary amines, secondary amines, and tertiary amines. But this year, you have this reaction only with primary amine, aliphatic primary amine and aromatic primary amine. No reaction with secondary or tertiary amines. Only primary amine reaction with nitrous acid we are going to study. Seventh reaction is reactions of arene or aryl diazonium salt. In this particular reaction, we are going to study 5 different reactions of diazonium salt. Actually, again, this reaction is divided into 2 parts. One part is displacement of diazo group, and second part is retention of diazo group or coupling reaction. But out of these 2 reactions, you have only one reaction included this year because of the corona situation, and that reaction is displacement of diazo group. Reactions involving displacement of diazo group is only there in your syllabus this year. Retention of diazo group is cancelled. 8th reaction is Hinsberg's test, very important test, 3 marks question always asked on this. How will you distinguish between primary amine, secondary amine, and tertiary amines using Hinsberg test? Very important test we are going to study as a 8th reaction. And the last reaction, with this will be finish this chapter, and that reaction is electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions. Electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction is the last reaction in which we are going to study 3 important reactions: bromination, nitration, and sulfonation. 3 important reactions with aromatic amines we are going to learn. So one by one we try to finish all 9 reactions today. Let us start with the first reactions of amines, and that is basicity of amines. In the examination, question may be asked, amines are weakly basic in nature, explain. 2 marks question may be asked in the examination. Amines are weakly basic in nature because red litmus paper turns blue in the amine solution. Basicity of amines. So students, amines are basic in nature. To prove compounds or divide compounds into acid and base, some theories are there. Those theories are like Arrhenius theory, Lowry-Bronsted theory, and Lewis concept of acids and bases. So these 3 theories are there which explains compounds whether they are acidic or basic in nature. Now, according to the Arrhenius theory, acid is a substance which gives H+ ion in the aqueous solution. Acid is a substance which gives H+ ion in the solution. For example, HCl. HCl, when dissolved in water, it gives H+ and Cl- ion. So because of H+ ion is existed in the aqueous medium, aqueous solution, according to the Arrhenius theory, HCl is acidic in nature. So acid is nothing but the substance which gives H+ ion in the solution. Whereas base is a substance which gives OH- ion in the solution. NaOH, when dissolved in water, it gives Na+ and OH- ion. Because of OH- ion, it is basic in nature. So these are this is the first theory which explains the acidity and basicity of different compounds. So according to Arrhenius theory, acid is a substance which gives H+ ion in the solution. According to Arrhenius theory, base is a substance which gives OH- ion in the substance. Second theory is Lowry-Bronsted theory. According to the Lowry-Bronsted theory, acid is a substance which donates proton to other species. So proton donor is acid and proton acceptor is base. So according to the Lowry-Bronsted theory, Base is nothing but the substance which accept proton from other species. As far as amines are concerned, let us see one example of amines. We study tertiary amine. This is trimethylamine, example of tertiary amine, because all three hydrogen atoms from ammonia are replaced by 3-methyl group. So trimethylamine is the name of this example. What is IUPAC name of this compound? IUPAC name of trimethylamine is NN-dimethylmethanamine. NN-dimethylmethanamine, example of tertiary amine having no hydrogen atom. So when this tertiary amine is which has lone pair of electron on nitrogen, okay, so when this tertiary amine is treated with electron deficient electrophile BF3, that is boron trifluoride. Boron trifluoride is electron deficient, and that species which is electron deficient is called as electrophile. In 11th you might have studied that electrophile is nothing but the electron deficient species, and therefore during the reaction they accept lone pair of electron from other species. Whereas nucleophile is the species which is electron rich reagent which donate electron pair to the substrate molecule. So here when the tertiary amine is treated with boron trifluoride, lone pair of electron present on nitrogen is donated to the electron deficient boron trifluoride to form a coordinate bond or dative bond between trimethylamine and boron trifluoride to form this compound. So dative bond is formed between these two species, and as this reaction gives us very clear idea about the basicity of amines. As we know that amines are basic in nature, to show this reaction is carried out with electron deficient boron trifluoride. In this reaction, nitrogen contains lone pair of electron which are donated to the electron deficient boron trifluoride, and as it donate electron pair to the electron deficient boron trifluoride to form a dative bond or coordinate bond, this gives very clear idea about the basicity of amines. So this proves that amines are basic in nature. So second theory, Lowry-Bronsted theory, which is the next theory. This is according to the Lewis concept. So Lewis concept is nothing but the theory or the base, which is the species in which it donates lone pair of electron to other species. So this is according to the Lewis concept. So first important aspect you have to write regarding to prove this basicity of amines, that according to the Lewis theory, base is a substance which donate lone pair of electrons to other species. Now here trimethylamine in which nitrogen contains lone pair of electron which are donated to the electron deficient boron trifluoride. So according to the Lewis theory, amines are basic in nature. According to the Lowry-Bronsted theory, see one reaction with water we study. So equilibrium reaction with water. Now students, again in this reaction hydrogen proton from water is accepted by the trimethylamine. So according to the Lowry-Bronsted theory, amines are basic in nature because base is a substance which accept proton from other species. So this is according to the Lowry-Bronsted theory, and this is according to the Lewis concept. So according to Lewis concept, base is a substance which donate proton to which donate lone pair of electron to other species. So here lone pair of electron is donated by the tertiary amine to BF3, and therefore according to the Lewis concept it is basic in nature. Here in this particular reaction, according to the Lowry-Bronsted theory, base is a substance which accept proton from other species. Here in this reaction, water is treated with trimethylamine to form equilibrium reaction. In this particular reaction, proton is accepted by this amine, and therefore according to the Lowry-Bronsted theory, amines are basic in nature. So this is to two theories we have studied, and both these theories gives us very clear idea about the basicity of amines, basic nature of amines, right? Now, conjugate acid-base pair is also important term involved here. What is conjugate acid-base pair? Conjugate acid-base pair is the pair of acids and bases having a difference of a proton. Between these two examples, there is a difference of one proton. One proton is less here, one proton is extra here, right? So because of the difference of one proton, these two compounds are conjugated acid-base pair. Is that clear? Now here, as it accepts proton from water, this is conjugate base. And what is pair of this conjugate base? This. Because there is a difference of one proton between these two compounds. So this is conjugate acid and this is conjugate base. And both these compounds are conjugate acid-base pair. So these two important theory gives us clear idea about the basicity of amines. Now students, quantitatively the basic strength of amines can be explained by the value of two important terms, that is Kb or pKb. Equilibrium constant of base, pKb. If the value of Kb is greater, it is strong base. So quantitatively the basic strength of amines can be explained by this important term, that is Kb, equilibrium constant of base. So if the value of Kb is more, it is strong base. As pKb is equal to minus log of Kb, it is just opposite. If the value of pKb is less, it is strong base. Now we study one important reaction, equilibrium reaction, and find out how Kb and pKb plays important role in the basic strength of ammonia quantitatively. Let us consider primary amine, that is RNH2, on treatment with water gives RNH3 plus OH minus ion. Students, question is asked, amines are weakly basic in nature. To prove amines are weakly basic in nature, this equilibrium reaction plays very important role. In the previous two theories, we have studied that amines are basic in nature, but this reaction gives us amines are weakly basic in nature because of this reaction. See this reaction. Now, while observing this reaction, it is very clear that because of this hydroxyl ion, which has greater affinity for the proton, equilibrium is shifted towards left. As OH minus ion has greater affinity for the proton, equilibrium is shifted towards left, and in the aqueous solution, very few number of hydroxyl ion in the aqueous solution is very few in numbers, and because of less in numbers of OH minus ion, it is weakly basic in nature. So how can you prove amines are weakly basic in nature? To prove amines are weakly basic in nature, you have to write that as hydroxyl ion has greater affinity for the proton, equilibrium shifted towards left, and as equilibrium shifted towards left, very few hydroxyl ions are existed in the water, and because of very few hydroxyl ions existed in the water, it is weakly basic in nature. Now equilibrium reaction, K is equal to concentration of RNH2 into concentration of H2O upon concentration of RNH3 ammonium ion into concentration of OH minus ion. Okay. Sorry, this should be numerator and this should be denominator. So it should be RNH3 plus, this is OH minus, and this is RNH2, and this is water. Students, so numerator is this, that is ammonium ion into hydroxyl ion and primary amine into water. Now here water is present in large excess, and therefore its concentration is taken as constant. So next step is written as concentration of ammonium ion into concentration of reactant now. So as what is present in large excess, its concentration is taken as constant. So K into constant, that is nothing but the equilibrium constant of base, B for base. If it is acid, it is Ka. If it is base, it is Kb. It is RnH3 plus into OH minus upon concentration of RnH2. So depending upon value of Kb, you can quantitatively you can decide whether it is strong acid or strong base. Okay. So this is again I write here. So I write this equation, last equation again. So when value of Kb is more, it is strong base. When the value of Kb is less, it is weak. Kb value is very important. If Kb value is large, it is strong base. If Kb value is less, it is weak base. So quantitatively, the basic strength can be explained by using this equilibrium reaction. So this was all about the basic strength of amines. Now we study basic strength of ammonium ions. There are two factors which plays very important role in the basic strength of ammonium ion. See 4 examples I write here. This is ammonium ion NH4 plus. One hydrogen we replace by alkyl group. Now we replace 2 alkyl groups. Now we replace all 3 alkyl groups. So these are the 4 examples of ammonium ion. Now while comparing basic strength of ammonium ions rather, it is very important, 2 important factors plays here important role. First is plus I effect and second is solvation. These 2 factors playing important role. First we study plus I effect. What is plus I effect? Plus I effect is electron releasing inductive effect. You know, inductive effect is nothing but the permanent polarization, which is a permanent effect. It is taking place in a single covalent bond. When 2 dissimilar atoms form a single covalent bond, the more electronegative atom attracts both the bonding electron towards itself and acquires partial negative charge, and other atom acquires partial positive charge, and that single bond becomes polar. So formation of permanent polarization is inductive effect. There are 2 types of inductive effect. Plus I effect, that is electron releasing inductive effect, and minus I effect, that is electron withdrawing inductive effect. Now here, because of plus I effect, what happens, students? Plus I effect of alkyl group plays very important role in the ammonium ion, basic strength of ammonium ion. Now here, all 4 valencies here are satisfied by hydrogen, but here 1 hydrogen is replaced by alkyl group. Because of plus I effect of alkyl group, electron density increased on nitrogen, so it is easily available for protonation. And because of easily available for protonation, what happens? Electron density increase, so it gives more stabilization for this ammonium ion than this. And because of more stabilization, it is more basic than this. Here there are 2 alkyl groups. So because of 2 alkyl group, plus I effect is increased here. So electron density increase on nitrogen, so it is more stable than this. And here because of 3 alkyl group, electron density increase on nitrogen, so it is more stable, more basic, more stable. So as far as all three ammonium ions are concerned, ammonium ion, this is less basic than this is less basic than this, and this is less basic than this. So order of reactivity can be shown as ammonium ion is less basic than R n plus H3, less basic than R2 NH, less than R3 NH2, R3 NH. This is the order of ammonium ion. Just opposite to this, now we study solvation, how solvation plays important role in the ammonium ion basic strength. Now see, when the same ammonium ions are dissolved in water, solvation effect is very important here. Because of this hydrogen, here polar bond is formed between nitrogen and hydrogen. So as nitrogen is more electronegative than hydrogen, both the bonding are attracted towards nitrogen. So it acquires partial negative charge, hydrogen acquires partial positive charge. So electron deficient hydrogen ion forms weak electrostatic bond with water of 4 different molecules. Here it is formed hydrogen bonding with water. This hydrogen also form hydrogen bonding with water. This hydrogen also form hydrogen bonding with water, and this hydrogen also forms hydrogen bonding with water. So ammonium ion shows 4 different hydrogen bondings with 4 different water molecules. But here one hydrogen is less. Here 2 hydrogens are less, and here 3 hydrogens are less. So automatically hydrogen bonding with water is decreasing, and therefore it is just oppositely observed. Like ammonium ion is more basic, because solvation effect is very important here. Ammonium ion is more basic than R NH3 plus greater than R2 NH2 plus greater than R3 NH plus. So this is the solvation effect. So in short, the basic strength of ammonium ion is explained by using 2 important factors. One is plus I effect of alkyl group, that is electron releasing inductive effect of alkyl group, and second is solvation effect. So with this we have finished basic nature of amines. First important reaction of amines is finished. Now second reaction is important reaction, that is Hofmann's exhaustive alkylation reaction, which we study in the next lecture. So today we have finished basic nature of amines. So in that important reaction, we have seen that amines are weakly basic in nature because of 2 important factors, 2 important theories. One is Lewis concept of acids and bases, Lowry-Bronsted theory of acids and bases, and the equilibrium reaction with water also we have studied. So amines are weakly basic in nature, can be explained by 3 factors which we have studied. And the basic strength of ammonium ion also we have studied, which are can be explained by 2 important effects. One is plus I effect, and second is solvation effect. So with this we have finished first important reaction, basicity of amines. Thank you.